Good morning, Riders! Today is Wednesday, November 18th.
And it's a home-based day.
This week is Transgender Awareness Week. Transgender describes a person whose gender identity is different from that traditionally associated with the gender they were thought to be when they were born. A transgender girl is a girl who was thought to be male when she was born. A transgender boy is a boy who was thought to be female when he was born. Non-binary and genderqueer. These are terms often used to describe people whose gender is not exclusively male or female, including those who identify with a gender other than male or female, as more than one gender, or as no gender. People who identify as transgender often experience discrimination. Transgender Day of Remembrance is on November 20th, and it is a day to reflect on the violence and loss caused by anti-transgender fear, discrimination, and hatred. Here are some ways to stop the cycle and be an ally to people who identify as transgender. Always give your pronouns when introducing yourself. Always ask for pronouns when meeting people. Don't assume someone's gender. Let everyone choose their own bathroom. Post your pronouns on social media. Interrupt microaggressions. Celebrate the victories. A dead name is the name a person was given when they were born. Sometimes they do not fit with the person's gender identity. Keep dead names dead. Use the name they requested. Don't out people without their permission, especially to parents. Ask them who knows.
Hey Writers, welcome back to our Writer Spotlight, where we celebrate students and staff who've been nominated for doing amazing things. First up, we have 9th grader Javon Brown, who was nominated by staff member Mr. Fly. Mr. Fly shared that he's the only freshman in my second period digital photo, and from the beginning has really stepped up and held his own. He's there every day, an active participant, and I can tell he cares a lot about doing well. The more I get to know about Javon, the more I'm excited to have him in class. Despite all the obstacles or challenges, he seems poised and ready to find success at Roosevelt and beyond.
Next up, we have our 10th graders, Armando and Jaime Furusca Palacio, who were nominated by Miss Laurel. Miss Laurel shared that Armando and Jaime are both incredible self-advocates who hold themselves to high standards. They are both amazing at reaching out for support, asking questions, and looking for opportunities to improve themselves academically. They both always maintain a positive attitude and demonstrate what it means to be a writer.
For our 11th grade nominations, we have Grace Clever, who was nominated by Mr. Hawkins. Hawks shared that Grace is always a bright spot in class. Every time she comes to class, she is engaged and always willing to share her opinion. For our 12th grade nominations, we have Fozio Ahmed, who was also nominated by Mr. Hawkins. Hawks shared that Fozio works hard in and out of class, is always pleasant, and a good example of someone who displays the right values.
Hey Writers, this week for our Writer Spotlight, we are highlighting 4 amazing teachers at Roosevelt. Remember, if you want to nominate a staff or a teacher, head over to our school app, Tribery, and fill out a form. Our first Writer Spotlight goes to Miss McCannon, who was nominated by Mr. Swanson. Mr. Swanson said, Miss McCannon is an amazing colleague and teacher. As my home-based buddy and team partner, she has contributed fresh ideas and valuable grounding in social and emotional work. As a teacher, she enriches her students' experiences with love and support. Our next Writer Spotlight goes to Mr. Hong, who was nominated by student Mila. Mila said, Mr. Hong works so hard to make sure he has the best class that he can. He is always reminding us that he is there to help us when we need it, and it is clear that he really wants for every one of his students to succeed. I feel very comfortable and supported in his class, and he has made my experience at Roosevelt so much better. Our third Writer Spotlight goes to Miss Rana, who was nominated by Miss Parker. Miss Parker said she is our first-year teacher and she is very flexible and open to help other teachers and students. Thank you, Miss Rana. Our last Writer Spotlight goes to Mr. Byer, who was nominated by student Ella. Ella said, great and inspiring teacher, knows when to have a good laugh, and is always making sure everyone gets what we are working on. I have learned so much from him this quarter and will have great memories of his class. Thank you. Because we are nominating we are highlighting students and staff at Roosevelt, I also want to take the time to highlight clubs each week. This week, club spotlight goes to the club SAFER, which stands for Students Active for Ending Rape. SAFER meets weekly on Wednesdays at 1:30 p.m. And use the meet code SAFER RHS to join our meeting. Our club president is Jillian Skilding, and you can contact them at rhssafers@gmail.com. This is an anti-rape culture club, and we focus on eliminating sexual assault and sexism in our communities and educating students. We have conversations around consent, sexual identity, and more. If you have any questions, follow their Instagram at RHS_Safers. Thank you.
Hey writers, do you have a situation you'd like advice on or a question about mental health or wellness? For example, did your partner cheat and now you're not sure how to trust them? Or have you been feeling down, but you're not sure if it's depression or something else? My name is Caitlin Clark, and I'm the bilingual family therapist here at Roosevelt. Each week, I'll be answering your questions and bringing in guests to help me out. Submit your questions anonymously to the Ask a Therapist link on Trivery. Hola writers, ¿tienes una situación sobre la que le gustaría recibir aviso? ¿O una pregunta sobre salud o bienestar mental? Por ejemplo, tu pareja te engañaron y ahora no estás seguro cómo confiar en él. O te has sentido triste, pero no estás seguro si es depresión o cómo obtener ayuda. Mi nombre es Caitlin Clark y yo soy la terapeuta familiar a Roosevelt. Cada semana responderé a sus preguntas y traeré invitados para que me ayuden. Envíe sus preguntas de la forma anónima que se llama Preguntar a una terapeuta en Trivery.
Hey writers, we wanted to take the time to invite you guys to Student Equity Council. SEC is an entire student body where we create policies and change in our school under the values of Black Lives Matter movement. As a collective student body of different grades and diverse racial backgrounds, we work with the admin to confront inequalities at Roosevelt in order to develop solutions that support all students equitably.
In the past, we worked on implementing Black Lives Matter values in the classroom and overseeing interviews to make sure these values are being taught and represented by our teachers, counselors, and administrators.
If you are interested in SCC, please fill out our form on Trivery. Everyone is welcome to apply.
Come join SEC.
Come join the Student Equity Council.
Come join the Student Equity Council.
Hey writers!
The Roosevelt speech team would like to congratulate Rose Davies, who dominated her first speech tournament. She competed in humorous interpretation against veteran speakers from all over the states, and a few from other states as well. She got first place in her category.
Congratulations, Rose. If you are interested in learning more about the speech team, join us on Thursdays at 3:30. Use the Google Meet link Swan Squad.
Hey writers, the leadership class made a survey to try and improve online learning and workload. Your home-based teacher will provide you with a link today. Please take your time on each question. The more detailed you are with your answers, the easier it will be for us to advocate for you. Now writers,
get out there and act with respect and integrity.
embrace your diversity
Empower yourself.
and live with resolve.
In essence, be a writer.